reason you're following me?
Pay attention to what kind of car they love those cars.
Is there a reason you're following me?
That's wisdom nowadays too.
Then can you please stop? Because I've watched you follow me now, and I'm recording you. So, I'm going into the courthouse now. I have your plates, and please stop following me.
Pay attention.
This guy I moved next door to, he's an agent. For 4 years, he's been illegally tracking me, stalking me, fraud, everything. He put a tracking monitor inside of me. I mean, it goes on. And they keep saying... Inside of your... Yeah.
This ain't the first person. I've been seeing a lot of videos.
What's the next step? I have so many paper trails, but nobody's trying to put me in protective custody. The landlord gave him keys to my home. I have nowhere to go to be safe.
And the police not doing nothing for you? Like, did you make...
Everybody's corrupt.
That's crazy, bro.
He's following me to all the offices and they saying, oh my
Let's talk about
God.
it. Now, before a lot of y'all say that this girl is suffering from mental illness, my name French Dose, man. I do this for educational and entertaining purposes only, alright? I saw in the comments of this video a lot of women saying that this has happened to them as well. Some of them been saying they was from New York, some were saying from Philly, some were saying from Florida, right? And some of them were saying that they know people of that, and some of them were saying the same thing I'm about to say, that I've seen more than one video of women saying this about federal agents. And they might not just be FBI agents, they agents of some kind of government, of the government period, in other words. And attacking these women and using these women and abusing these women. If anybody else knows any information about this, leave it in the comments, bro, because that's kind of crazy, bro. I believe her, man. She looks like she's traumatized and hurt. Or if it's not that, then she's just definitely mentally ill. But sometimes you can see, bro. You could see and you could tell, like, and she still might even be mentally messed up, and that's why it's being done to her. You see what I'm saying? A lot of these police officers, these feds, these government officials, they like to abuse their power.
Right now we're in Hollywood. This is the house behind me that Fluz and I were renting when, on October 14th, 2022, cops from the Simi Valley Police Department executed a search warrant. They didn't find anything illegal at all, nothing whatsoever, and they were pissed about this.
Alright, they opened up the safe. Obviously they had time. Yeah. Sorry, Matt. Fuck.
I don't care, man.
Fucking A,
Let's clear these doors.
Still, they took me to Ventura County based on something that they allege I did earlier that year. When I got to my first court date, I found out that the police had falsified evidence and were claiming to have recovered a lot of drugs from my house, which they definitely did not. I posted bail the same night that I was arrested, and the very next day, Fluz and I found ourselves being stalked by droves of undercover cops. When I say droves, I mean a seemingly endless army of undercover cops.
I'm a cop. I'm a father. If I was the police, I would have came up and told you. That's what they're supposed to do.
And they got confiscated the drug rate.
Do I want to bet Fetty?
For your credit report.
Losers. All of you, dude. All of you. I just want a fucking good Thanksgiving. And I can't have shit. Very cop-like.
And they weren't surveilling us to further their investigation or anything like that. They were stalking and harassing us.
As soon as I catch your bitch ass, hey, and I'm glad she's recording. Yeah. As soon as I catch your bitch ass, I'm gonna knock you and her out. All right, okay.
Oh, you're gonna knock me out too?
Yeah.
Awesome. Bye, officer. Have a good day.
Look, I fed your dog.
Bitch, I'll knock you out, bitch. You knock these kids up.
Do not touch the dog. You gonna pull out your badge? Like, why are you doing this? Get out of here.
They began following us everywhere we went, 24/7. They would talk shit to us, flip us off, that kind of a thing. In fact, kind of a crazy story. So while they were in our house, they went into our bedrooms and adjusted our alarm clocks. And they were already hacking into my shit. They were into my Apple ID. And the day after my arrest, the alarm clocks, as well as our phones and all of our AirTags, I had a shitload of AirTags that I would, keep in my studio and on my camera equipment, whatever. They all went off at the same fucking time. We kind of got spooked and we left our home. And as I was walking outside, I saw the first of what would be hundreds of undercover and plainclothes cops. He was parked in the street right out here, and he was filming us, openly filming us, just, watching us, kind of laughing, whatever. So as we made our way down the street, he just kept following us at the pace that we were going. As we rounded the corner, another car began doing the same exact thing. We were heading downtown, and at the time I didn't have my Prius, so we were going to take the metro. As we did, car after car after car of plainclothes cops who all had dealer tags on, no matter how old they were filming us openly. They would flip us off, talk shit. They were just harassing us, intimidating us, whatever. They were pissed off because they didn't find anything in my house, and they were trying to get back at us by fucking with us and stalking and harassing us. And this would start a trend that would go on for a very, very long time.
I don't doubt for a second that you're dealing with this, because emphasizing the what the fuck is it and why is a genuine reaction. And I believe I have the answers to those questions. However, I only get away with posting so much regarding this topic. If too much is shared in regards to targeting, it gets pulled for misinformation. All we can do is keep speaking our truth and live as clean of a lifestyle as possible. And keep in mind that for the most part, it's a psychological game. A game where the goal is for you to take yourself out or lash out in a public space. For instance, this video I'm currently playing, this is in the parking lot of a closed Starbucks, yet this motorcycle pulled up, put its light on me, and has been sitting there for a while. His helmet is tinted so you can't see his face. He's not on his phone. He literally just pulled up with his light in my face. I'm also curious if anyone else who's being targeted is familiar with the cough. With me, they do a loud, obnoxious, obviously fake cough, so I know who they are. And I know I'm not tripping. It's not a coincidence that daily, in my presence, I hear a stupid They want me to lash out, because if I call a stranger out for a cough, I look crazy. It's very childish, a waste of time, and a waste of resources. All of this just to harass citizens into losing their minds. It's happening to so many people, and they use various tactics. In most cases, it all began with a smear campaign, creating an illusion and a false narrative to family and friends, isolating the individual being targeted. And in some cases, it began with the family and friends. The masses has absolutely no clue what's happening right under their noses daily. People are too focused on what's on their screens, politicians and celebrities, the world stage.
I just want to say to all these new gang stalkers that are at the gym, if I find out anybody's lying, for a gift card or some drugs or whatever the case may be, we're going to have a fucking problem. All right? And to the veterans, the retired veterans that are following me around, I appreciate everything that you've done for this country, but currently in life, you're digressing. Okay? You're digressing. Because you're following around an innocent person and taking orders from the actual child predator. So unless you partake in these activities as well, I suggest you back the fuck off me and maybe stop bringing your teenagers into the gym at 4 a.m. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. All right.
Those who insist on dismissing people who describe experiences of organized harassment as paranoid, delusional, or psychotic, that's not going to work over here. It's not going to work with me. I am a mental health advocate. I speak and write on mental health for a living. I run a social enterprise that is about mental health, and I have the connections in mental health services. And believe me, I was the first person to go and seek out a therapist when I started going through all of this. And, You know, just consider you're watching me through a screen, you have no idea who I am, you do not know my history, especially if you're not doing your research by going to my page, my other videos, and looking at my website. You have no idea who I am, but you want to make a diagnosis that my therapist and doctor were not able to make. People think that those who describe going through organized harassment are self-centered and delusional and, you know, think everyone's out to get them and think the world centers around them. False. First of all, it's impossible for everyone to be out to get me because the reputational risk that my former employers were wary of wouldn't make sense. If everyone is out to get me and if everyone can be in on organized harassment, then who is there that remains to be afraid when it comes to having a damaged reputation? That doesn't make sense. It cancels each other out. So absolutely not. It's not possible for everyone to be in on organized harassment. I certainly, if someone asked me to participate in some of the things that I'm going through, I would not participate. I have never once said or felt that literally everyone is out to get me because it's not possible. It is not possible, okay? Some people walking this planet have integrity. I'm grateful to have and call some of them friends. I have a great support system who know, because they know who I am, they've known my history. I have no history of psychosis, and neither do I have a history of being a conspiracist. I don't care for conspiracy theories. However, there is a difference between conspiracy theory and conspiracy crime.
The other than getting you down that pathway to a psychiatrist and putting in you a victim mind state, I think the other function of the organized stalking is to GPS you by vicinity. Most of these victims think they're chipped because they seem to be able to be tracked everywhere they go. And we have found a handful of chips in people, but by and large, after looking at thousands of MRIs and not only me doing some RF scans looking for chips, but ISA ACT, which is an organization I'm affiliated with, has actually gone around the country actually scanning a lot of victims, doing radio frequency scanning. And while we will find radio transmissions either emanating into or from the victim, when you image those sites, we're not typically finding chips. Which leads me to believe that most of this is probably being done without any type of an implant. Well, the way you would do that, in my mind, would be to stalk that person and GPS them by vicinity until you can use whatever technology that is being used to remotely track them, by their EEG. And there's other ways to remotely track someone by body imaging, by facial recognition. I've heard some of the people talk about now DNA resonance, which using continuous wave radar, if you bombard the human body with it, we all have a different DNA signature, and that can actually resonate and be received. So I think the organized stalking serves two purposes: victim mindset, as well as GPSing by vicinity.
And a lot of this stuff actually happened to you personally. I mean, in your book, you even mentioned some pretty unbelievable things that were happening regarding surveillance techniques, the taking of doors off of their hinges and taken apart with elaborate cameras, small hidden cameras being inserted into them.
Yeah, sure. In the book, I actually that particular incident was a girl that was doing.
I'm currently being targeted by the police. If you come across this video, please repost and share this video. This morning, a few minutes ago, sitting in my van, right? A police pulled up in the parking lot and pulled right behind me. And when he pulled right behind me, he just sitting there, and I'm looking, I'm like, what are you sitting there behind me for? And I look, and he looking towards my van, and he got a notepad out, and he writing on the notepad. He writing on the notepad, then he go to his computer. And I get out of the van to go up to the police car to see, like what's up, like, something wrong or what? When I get out of the van to go up to the police car, as soon as I go up to the police car, I'm standing, like, outside of the window, like, outside of the door, and the police officer drive off. So I'm like, okay. And he still see me sitting right there, standing right there, and he just kept driving. So he pulled a little bit over, like he finna pull out of the parking lot, and he just sit right there. For a minute, he just sit right there. Then he just pull off. Man, I spread the good news in the gospel. I expose weakness, I expose the truth. You know, I'm spreading the word of God, repentance, all of that. Yesterday, I was parked somewhere else while I normally be parked at. A police came early in the morning, pulled up on the side of me. He's like, hey, I've been getting complaints from the property manager, they want you to leave. I'm like, what? Me?
And how you doing? How you doing?
Property management, man, we've been getting complaints. The complaint is, you know, they want you off the block.
All right.
So, I mean, it is private, so they do have the right to say, you know, if you don't.
All right, that's fine.
The one that don't be bothering nobody, the one that be minding his business. The property manager told you that they want me to leave. He's like, yeah, the property manager told me to tell you that that you have to leave. And I'm like, okay. I was like, all right. And he was like, hey, he was like, yeah, you have kids, right? I said, no, I don't got kids. Like, that ain't me. And he's like, oh, well, yeah, the property manager want me to tell you you gotta leave. How the property manager want you to tell me that I have to leave when you just said, do I have kids? And I said, no. So I'm not the person that you're speaking of, but you still say, oh, well, yeah, the property manager wants you to go. I said, okay, that's fine. I ain't gonna argue with you. I said, all right. And I had told him, I said, yeah, I'm recording a video, though. He was like, what? I said, I'm recording a video. And I turned and I put him on the camera, and he was like, oh, okay, and tried to dab me up. The police has been targeting me for a minute now. A few weeks back, I was parked in a parking lot in the shade, and I was outside with my dogs, and there was a police that pulled up, and he in the parking lot right across the street from where I'm at, and he parked. And he back in, and he just looking over there where I'm at. So I'm like, okay, boom. I be knowing, you know what I'm saying? They be thinking I'm dumb, but I be knowing the game. You feel me? I be knowing the play. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand I come from the streets. I'm like, I ain't did nothing wrong, so I grabbed some trash, you know what I'm saying? Some water bottles, stuff like that, put in the bag. Put my dogs on the leash, walk across the street into that parking lot where the dumpster is. Police sitting right in front of it. I walk across the street to where the dumpster is on purpose and throw this stuff in the trash. When I throw the stuff in the trash, I'm about to walk back towards my van that's across the street. The police pull out of the spot that he in and start driving towards me. Pull right in front of me where I'm walking at, pull in front of me and just stop right there. And when he stopped right there, I'm steady walking. I'm like, bro, what he on? I didn't know he was on some weird stuff. What he on? So he gonna signal for me in his window, like come here. And I don't know what he thought. He thought I was gonna run or whatever. So I walk up to the police car. I'm like, what's up? You call me? He was like, oh no. I was just letting you know that I'm trying to park right here. You trying to park in the middle of the road when you was already sitting over there parking in the parking spot? And after I walk past him, I walk across the street to go back to my van. He pulled off. But the police have been targeting me. The police have been harassing me. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't ducking nothing. We ain't running. I ain't scared. But in due time, bro, I'm gonna be out of this van. I'm gonna be off of these streets to where y'all can't come harass me. It's coming in due time. If you come across this video, please share this video.
Hey, to all my TIs, man, I was gonna show y'all a video of me being gang stalked, but my music was on at the time, so I couldn't really goddamn show it to you. But I was just gonna let you all know, man, this stuff real, man. You better watch. You just gotta watch yourself at all times, man, cause these people be laying in wait on you. And they know your comings and goings, and they know everywhere you go, man. It is what it is, though. But you got to be circumspect and watch your surroundings at all times. Because in one split moment, they always lurking. So you never know who watching you. So you gotta be on point at all times, man. Because this shit real. Like, I just started walking somewhere. Next thing I know, about 3 cars pull up and another car start backing out. Like, what the fuck is this? Well, I know what it is, though. But, man, y'all be circumspect and watch your comings and goings and don't trust nothing.